could have been the original attempt, one of the original attempts. I really would like to see what's at the bottom of that shaft.
Based on numerous recent discoveries this year, the team has good reason to believe that this 80-foot-deep, decayed wooden structure may be connected to the original money pit.
They've spent more than 200 years chasing a mystery hidden beneath a small, ordinary-looking island. Generations of treasure hunters, millions of dollars, and cutting-edge technology have all been drawn to one place, Oak Island. But now, everything is about to change. Season 13 isn't just another step in the search. It's the point where long-buried secrets begin to rise to the surface, and the truth takes a completely unexpected turn. Because this time, the evidence doesn't just hint at treasure, it challenges everything they thought they knew. What if the story of Oak Island was never what it seemed? What if the real discovery is far more significant than gold? As the team digs deeper than ever before, shocking discoveries, unexpected setbacks, and one unbelievable twist threaten to redefine the entire mystery. By the end of this journey, nothing will ever be the same. Season 13 promises to be the biggest and most dramatic yet. A grand finale with a twist no one saw coming and a billion-dollar secret at its core. November 5th, 2025 marked the return of the Fellowship, but what happened after filming wrapped is what has everyone talking. For years, the focus has been on the money pit. We've watched countless drills go down, water flood back up, and wood samples get analyzed. But here's the catch. The most important discovery this season might not be in the pit at all. It could be happening along the shoreline. According to a leaked report from someone close to production, the team uncovered something massive while filming the final episodes. This isn't just another artifact like an old horseshoe or pottery fragment. The report describes a hidden chamber beneath the shore, near the area explored in the episode Billion Dollar Clues. That episode hinted at strange geological anomalies, but it turns out they may not be natural at all. They could be walls. There's growing speculation online that this chamber connects to long-discussed medieval European theories. This time, however, there may be physical evidence. The structure is said to be designed to protect something from the ocean, suggesting advanced engineering far ahead of its time. According to The Insider, when the team broke into this space, water didn't rush in as expected. That suggests a sealed environment, like a time capsule buried deep underground. If true, this could be one of the most important developments in Oak Island history. It might also explain the flood tunnels in the money pit. Instead of simple traps, they could be part of a much larger hydraulic system connected to this shoreline chamber. The finale is expected to focus heavily on accessing this space. But getting inside may not be the biggest challenge. The real danger lies in what happens when a chamber sealed for centuries is opened. The pressure underground is enormous, with layers of wet earth and ocean water pressing against aging wooden supports. The risk of collapse is extremely high. In fact, the leak claims that during excavation, the ground began to give way, something hinted at in previews. This isn't just dramatic editing, it's a real and serious hutter. Online communities are already analyzing every frame of early episodes, searching for clues. Viewers have noticed tense reactions from archaeologists and quiet, serious discussions among the Lagina brothers. There's a clear sense that something major is unfolding. This discovery raises a difficult question. Have they been digging in the wrong place all along? If the real secret lies beneath the shore, then the money pit may have been a distraction. This shifts the entire narrative, from digging straight down to exploring a much broader, interconnected mystery linking the swamp, shoreline, and pit. If the chamber is real, it suggests a far more complex plan than simply burying treasure. Whoever built this may have created an underground system designed for protection, almost like a fortress. But just as the team seemed close to entering the chamber, things took a dangerous turn. Excavating an island filled with tunnels and unstable ground is never simple. While the shoreline chamber is the new focus, the money pit remains unpredictable and dangerous. According to the same leak, a shocking occurred at the main excavation site. This season, the team pushed harder than ever. using massive equipment and reinforced shafts to try and finally reach the bottom. But nature had other plans. Reports suggest the ground in the money pit area reached a critical breaking point. A structural collapse deep underground reportedly caused widespread panic. Imagine investing millions into reinforcing a shaft, only to watch it disappear into the Allard. That's the worst-case scenario, and it may have actually happened. The collapse may have been triggered by an underground void, which caused a shift strong enough to threaten surface equipment. This could be the devastating discovery hinted at. Not necessarily historically devastating, but disastrous for the operation itself. If the money pit has become too unstable, the dream of reaching its bottom may be over. This could support what skeptics have argued for years, that the island's geology, not just its legends, is the real obstacle. Layers of limestone and gypsum naturally dissolve over time, and drilling only accelerates the process. The leak also suggests that the situation became serious enough to force an immediate evacuation, adding a level of real danger rarely seen before. But here's the twist. This collapse may have actually revealed something new. As the Allard shifted, a previously hidden layer of debris was exposed. Among it were pieces of wood that don't match known searcher tunnels from the 1800s. These samples are believed to be much older, potentially tying back to the island's original mystery. This discovery has revived an old idea among fans, the strip mining theory. Some believe the only way to truly solve the mystery is to remove everything, digging out the entire area, rather than tunneling carefully. According to the leak, this extreme approach is now being seriously considered. The team has started to realize that careful drilling just isn't working anymore. If they want answers, they may need to go all in and move everything. The tension is intense. The Lagina brothers, who have invested years of their lives and fortunes into this search, are now standing over a site that seems to be actively working against them, threatening to destroy their equipment. The finale is expected to center around a critical decision. Do they walk away because the risks are too high? Or do they push forward and essentially tear the island apart to uncover the truth? Interestingly, new ratings data shows that viewership has increased by 15%. People are clearly drawn to the danger and drama. But for those actually on site, the situation is far from entertaining. It's genuinely frightening. A collapse at 100 feet deep isn't minor. It sends vibrations across the island, disturbs the water in surrounding shafts, and can destroy valuable data in seconds. This sets up a major conflict for the finale. On one side, there's the shoreline chamber, a sealed space that could be a perfectly preserved time capsule waiting to be opened. On the other, there's the money pit, unstable, unpredictable, and actively collapsing, potentially destroying evidence as it falls apart. The team is forced to decide where to focus their final efforts. That decision may explain why recent rumors have shifted toward Lot 5. The ground in some areas has become too dangerous to even stand on, and the pressure to make the right call has never been greater, especially with new clues possibly hidden in freshly exposed debris. For years, the mystery has been tied to pirates. Names like Captain Kidd or Blackbeard often come up in speculation. But recent leaks suggest a completely different, and far older, possibility. The artifacts reportedly found during recent excavations don't appear to be from the 1700s. Instead, they may date back to medieval times. The Knights Templar theory has been mentioned before, but usually without strong evidence, often based on symbols or interpretations. This time, however, insiders claim there's something more concrete. Timber samples have reportedly been carbon dated to the 1300s or 1400s, placing human activity on Oak Island centuries before Columbus's voyage. If true, this would be a massive historical revelation. It suggests the possibility of a pre-Columbian presence, people living, working, and building complex structures on the island long before it was discovered in 1795. Lot 5 is now a major focus. While it has already produced small artifacts, the finale is rumored to reveal something far more significant. Reports mention tools, not from modern searchers, but construction tools similar to those used in medieval France and Scotland. Finding tools like that in Nova Scotia would point to something far more important than buried treasure. It would suggest a hidden piece of history. Online communities have even shared images of wood fragments showing clear adze marks, a type of hand tool used by ancient shipbuilders. These marks aren't from modern machinery. They reflect handcrafted work from centuries ago. A growing theory is that this was never about treasure in the traditional sense. Instead, it may have been a secure vault, something built to protect valuable or sensitive items for a group that was being hunted. According to insiders, the finale will lean more into this idea, shifting away from a simple treasure hunt toward a major archaeological breakthrough. After all, even if no gold is found, rewriting history would be an incredible achievement. This medieval connection could also explain the complexity of the flood tunnel system. Pirates likely didn't have the knowledge or organization needed to design such an advanced system using ocean tides. That level of engineering would require expertise in mathematics, physics, and coordinated labor, skills more consistent with a structured group like a religious or military order. The finale is expected to present these findings in a dramatic reveal, possibly showing the team analyzing lab results that confirm the age of the materials. Imagine their reaction upon learning that the wood they recovered is over 600 years old. It would validate years of effort and belief. But there's also a darker implication. If people were there centuries ago, they were likely hiding something important. And as the team digs deeper into Lot 5, the story begins to shift. From a treasure hunt to a deeper investigation. They may have uncovered something that was never meant to be found. And then there's the legend. One that's been repeated since the very beginning. 7 lives must be lost before the treasure is discovered. It's a chilling idea that has always lingered over the island. According to the leaks, the season 13 finale comes dangerously close to bringing that legend into focus. Reports of a devastating event seem to be tied not to history, but to safety. The earlier collapse wasn't just minor ground movement, it was a serious close call. Insiders say the production crew was genuinely shaken. Working with heavy machinery on unstable ground can quickly turn dangerous. There are even rumors that the finale highlights how risky the conditions have become, possibly involving intervention from local authorities. Some reports suggest that stop work orders may have been issued. Imagine being on the verge of a major discovery, only to have everything shut down because the site is no longer safe. It almost feels like the island is resisting. Every time the team gets close, something goes wrong. Equipment failures, sudden collapses, or shifts in the Allard. This season, those risks have only increased as the excavation pushed deeper. One particularly intense moment reportedly involved a large piece of heavy equipment, nearly falling into a void that suddenly opened beneath it. That kind of captures just how dangerous things have become. It also sets up a powerful cliffhanger. Will the team even be allowed to return? Has the site become too unstable to continue exploring? While it leaves the door open for another season, it also leaves viewers with more questions than answers, waiting to see what happens next. Fans are starting to feel uneasy. In earlier seasons, we've already seen ambulances arrive on the island and medical teams rushing to respond. But the tone surrounding the leaked details of this finale feels different. It's not about celebration or victory. It's about relief that everyone made it out safely. This has led to one of the boldest ideas yet, the strip mining approach. With tunnels becoming increasingly dangerous and shafts repeatedly collapsing, the team may be running out of safe options. The only way forward might be to eliminate the risk entirely. Instead of digging narrow, unstable shafts, the idea is to excavate a large section of the island all at once. One massive open dig that exposes everything in plain sight. It sounds extreme, but at this stage, nothing seems impossible. Some insiders even suggest that early discussions may already be happening behind the scenes, with engineers and environmental experts evaluating whether such a plan could be done without permanently damaging the island. But this approach comes with serious challenges. A project of that scale wouldn't just involve digging. It would require government approvals, environmental impact assessments, and years of planning. Oak Island is no longer just a search site. It's a protected and closely monitored location. Any attempt at strip mining would face heavy scrutiny from historians, scientists, and local authorities. This adds another layer of tension. Even if the team is ready to go all in, they might not be allowed to. At the same time, the emotional stakes are higher than ever. The Lagina brothers have dedicated years of their lives and enormous resources to this search. Walking away now would feel like quitting just before the finish line. But pushing forward could mean taking greater risks and potentially facing even bigger losses. That internal struggle is what makes this finale stand out. It's no longer just about finding treasure. It's about legacy, risk, and the chance to rewrite history. There's also a growing debate among fans about what success really means. Is it discovering gold or valuable artifacts? Or is it uncovering evidence that reshapes our understanding of the past? If the medieval theories prove to be true, the team may have already achieved something far more meaningful than financial gain. They could be revealing a story that has been hidden for centuries. This shift in perspective is changing how people see the entire mission. Technology has played a major role in the search. Advanced scanning systems, drilling techniques, and underwater exploration tools have all been used. Yet despite all this, the island continues to resist giving clear answers. Some experts now believe that traditional excavation methods may never fully solve the mystery. Completely exposing the area might be the only way to truly understand what lies beneath. So everything now depends on what happens next. Will the team be allowed to continue? Will they take the risk and attempt something bigger than ever before? Or will the dangers finally force them to step back? The finale doesn't just close the season. It raises a much bigger question about the future of the entire operation. What do you think? Are these leaks genuine, or just a clever way to keep viewers engaged? Are the Lagina brothers closer than ever, or chasing something that may never be found? If you found this update interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the Timefold channel and leave a like.